It's crazy. All right, whatever. Yo, what up, YouTube? What is up? What is up? What is up? Can everybody hear me? How are these? How's everything? How's everything? How's everything? I guess we should. I don't like the camera angle. Let's go down a little bit. I feel like yeah, okay, that's okay. How's everybody doing? What is up? What is up? Today, cracking open a Rockstar. Trying to get some energy going for you guys, some energy for me. Woo, woo. Oh, sweet nectar. Dude, guys, am I looking more jacked or what? Today is day. Okay, so I've been training for a little over a month now, but it was like off and on at first. And now today is day 12. Day 12 of not missing a day. Of no more hiccups. So tonight will be day 12. Getting there, eating, trying to get bigger again. I keep weighing in at, like I'm kind of stalling out around. I've been as heavy as 331, and then yesterday I was at 326 on a digital scale at a different gym. So I keep staying between like 325 and 330 in there. But I think right now I think I'm swapping out some body fat for muscle. So I don't know if and I think at some point I'll start gaining again, just solid, hopefully solid muscle. I'm hoping that's what's happening. I don't know. What's going on, Arvin, Linky Slinky, Texas Piranha, Tacky Packy, Solomon, what's up? Drew, Ryan Boussier, what's going on? Xavier, my boy, good to hear from you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. School Lady Boys, cracking. Mark KDX, what's up? Let's see. Mike says he's in class. He has some headphones in. Xavier says swapping fat for fat. I got you. Want to apologize for last week. I'm being dead ass honest with you guys. I'm going to be very transparent. Okay. I had, on that Wednesday, I got a lot of things hit me at the same time. I believe my daughter had practice. I had to pick her up from school. I had to go to the gym. Like I said, I have not been missing a single day. Something else came up, but I had to make a choice between the gym or going live. I swear I had to make the choice between the gym or going live because just other things got moved around. And I chose the gym. But I figured you guys would be with me on that. And I was going to make a post explaining that because I figured, you know what? They'd want me to go to the gym if I had to choose between the gym and live. Right? You guys would choose the gym? So, yeah. So that's where I went. I went and got a workout in. And, oh, Chip, what up? What's going on? So, yeah. East versus West happened. Let's let this build up a little bit. And then we'll get into it so I don't have to keep repeating myself. You guys, we have 21 people in here, 5 likes. If you guys had clicked the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. Get some likes on here, get it noticed a little bit if it's not a big deal. And then we'll get into all that. Jens, what up? What up, dude? Any moderators are in here? If you guys could plug anybody's channel that pops in. I promote all channels. Everybody, all raising tides raises all ships. Whatever the saying is. But yeah. And then if there's any links you guys want me to try to share, let us know in the chat here. I'll bring up the East versus West thing on my phone so I have the picture in front of me so I don't forget any matches. What happened was this weekend I was in Arizona for a wedding, and I was out there and I was dedicated. I had to hit the gym because Friday we didn't leave till the night, so I had time to go to the gym here on Friday day. And Saturday, though, all Saturday I was going to be in Arizona. So I was like, okay, well, I have to go to the gym before we go to the wedding on Saturday. And then Sunday is my polling day. Well, I knew I was going to be out of town for Sunday and the polling day, so I was planning on going to the gym, and I messaged John because I realized when we got off the freeway to go to the Airbnb we were staying, it was the same exit as John Brzezink's house. I've been there before. I was like, oh my God, this is John's exit. I wonder how close we are. And so I looked it up, and I was 2.5 miles away from John's house. The Airbnb I was staying at was. So I was like, okay, I'll message John and see. I wasn't really looking initially to get table time. I wanted to lift in the gym. But, you're in John's home, where he lives. You got to go try to get some table time with the GOAT. So I shot him a message, and he said, "Yeah, dude, come by." I shot him a message on Friday. He said, "Come by tomorrow, and we'll arm wrestle." All right, cool. So I went over to his. I got an Uber in the morning. Went over to his house around 10 a.m. We fired up East versus West, and we just arm wrestled. Then one of his training partners came out there. Super strong dude. This guy, I think they said he was an ex-NFL player, and he's only been training with John for like a year. Like he only goes to John's house, and John's practices are really small. It's either just them two or like maximum 5 people. And this guy's only been practicing with John weekly for like a year, and he is crazy strong, especially for only being the sport a year, but like wildly strong. And excited to see where that guy goes for sure. But yeah, so we'd watch a match, and then the match would end, and when like they're about to do the interviews, we'd go over to the table, we'd arm wrestle, go back, watch a match, back and forth and back and forth. So it's fun, getting to pick John's brain and pull with him, and watch East versus West with him, and just talk about the matches. It's always a good time. Let's see. Drew says you were supposed to stream. Yo, Linky, guys that hit 506 subscribers today. Attaboy. Woody, what up? Post the channel for new vids that Benji has made. Good content. There we go. Lloyd says, Mike, what are you guys talking to each other? Looking strong. Derek says, Jens, thank you. Jens, keep the comments coming, or the compliments coming. I need those. Roy Levin, how are you, Derek? And hello to all the Devon stands. Many Devon stands out there for sure. I feel it. Okay, so there was, by the time I got to John's house and we turned it on, I think I missed the first match, maybe the first 2 matches. And then I had to leave to go to the wedding, and so I missed part of the Vitali and Morozov match. I had to go. Like my ride was outside. I was like, hey, John, I have to go. And so I had to leave in the middle of that match. Or right when the match was beginning. By the time I got it on my phone and everything like that, it was already like two rounds in, I think. So that's how much I saw. Let's see. Wing Zero, what up? I'm a new watcher, and I just got inspired to create a full-size arm wrestling Gundam. Damn. Okay. So the matches. Brad Grundy and Bacho. I'm just looking at the bottom of the poster here. I didn't. Okay, so Plamen. No, I saw Plamen and oh my gosh, what's his name? The Georgian arm wrestler. I can see his picture, but it doesn't have the names next to the photo. I can't remember his name. But I remember seeing that on there. I can't remember who won though. Did Plamen win or did Plamen lose? I can't remember that match. It was the first one we were just getting set up and it was on. I remember, but I wasn't watching it too close. Dong Morningwood. Levon has a massive mangina. Dang. That's how you feel? All right. I guess I won't talk about the Plamen match. DF. There he is. Do you see Devon recent live? What a bunch of BS. The chaos is all created by Devon and no one else. No, I didn't see his recent live. What did he talk about in his recent live? So Brad and Bacho, I was a little bit worried because the day before the match, Brad was posting that he was still 6 pounds down. I guess the scale in his room was the scale they were weighing in people with. So he thought he was lighter than he was, but he was still 6 pounds to go. So it seemed like his weight cut went in really late, went into like the day of competition. Now, I don't think, although in arm wrestling, a like 1 or 2% strength difference in the right areas can make it look like the match isn't even close. So that is a thing. But I don't know if I would say that, like, I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask Brad. Because the thing is, Brad is a really smart arm wrestler. That I think that's one of his greatest strengths, is that he's very intelligent. So I don't want to ask him. He would tell me the truth. I think Brad would be real straight up about if even if he had a great weight cut, does he think he'd have anything for Bacho? Because obviously during the match, it was pretty one-sided. Bacho was very dominant. I do want to ask Brad, though, how he felt about that. If he felt like the really got to him the weight cut, or if Bacho was just blatantly all around, just it wasn't close no matter what. So I'll ask him. I want to ask him. I'll shoot him a message. Fia and Malin. See, everybody in the chat I went for Fia. Everybody in the chat was saying Malin's going to win 3-0. Fia looking dominant. I was right on that one. I can't remember who I predicted to win with Bacho and Brad Grundy. I'm pretty sure I predicted Bacho was the favorite, but I wanted Brad to win. So, I think If I said something different, you guys remind me, but I think that's what it was. So it means I was right with the Botcha one, if that's what I guessed. Right with Malin, okay. I'm just going by the little poster. I'm working my way up it. After that, Hermes and Todd, even though that's not the order of the matches, but the poster order. I said I wanted Todd to win. I said Hermes was the favorite. Yeah. Hermes showed fantastic pace in there. You could tell there was a lot of times there where Hermes wanted to start surging, and he calmed down and he prioritizes climbing and working the hand and climbing and working the hand. He did that very well, very well. So that was kudos to Hermes for playing that correctly. So that was a pretty dominant. It was 3-0. Yeah. Was Hermes in any? I don't know if I would say. Wait, it was 3-0 or 3-1? Did Mike? Why do I feel like Mike won a round? Did Mike win a round? Michael Todd? Am I tripping? Wait, you guys are taking off on me a little bit. Oh, he talked about Levon having a mangina. DS Gunham will have weapons like he'll be run. Okay, Wing Zero's going off on his thing. Penguins. Hello, Derek. How do you think you would do against Brad and Bacho? Oh, I don't know. No idea. Roy says he's blaming the rest for doing their job, but it's all BS because we know it's all Devon since it happens only with him. I mean, I don't even know like the ins and outs of everything. Because like I said, I didn't see it live. But whenever anybody cites refs sucking and stuff like that, nowadays, let's see, not trying to be sarcastic or embellish, but like 75% of the time people say refs suck, they're referencing a Devon Larratt match. But then again, those are the commonly watched matches. So there's that too. I don't know. The thumbnail was epic, says Brad Butler. I think Derek could beat Brad, but lose to Bacho, said Penguins. Yeah, right now, I don't know. When I'm in shape, like when I'm top form, I think I can beat them both. The referees were bad to the point of appearing corrupt, really need to be addressed by the people in charge. Mr. Peanut says, Fia. I know, right? Bacho had 20%. Drew says Roy has Devon posters all over his room. My voice just cracked. I'm going through puberty. Roy says, DF, are you going to openly lie and say the refs messed up and it's their fault? Each Devon fight takes 10 hours for setups. Durs says, ready to hear from Montemar Todd after that match. Oh, he hasn't said anything yet? Never stop pulling. Hermes wants to get his butt whipped by Devon again. How do you forget his place so quickly? I mean, Devon was pretty dominant over Hermes when they pulled. Linky Slinky says 3-0. Oh, okay, it was 3-0. My bad. I didn't say I knew for sure. I don't know why. Some reason I thought maybe he got one round on like fouls or something weird. But yeah, so Hermes was in good shape. Irakli and Toddzilla. I predicted Toddzilla to win that one, and he did. I don't know. Todd just there was some time when Irakli got his press in there. I thought that Irakli was gonna be it. He was gonna start pressing from the get-go. But for some reason, even after he pressed the next round, he tried again to get out there and use his top roll, which I get that's his favorite move. But Todd already shut that down, my boy. You know what I mean? Why are you going for it again? Like he just proved that he shut it down. I get you can make small adjustments, but I really thought after feeling success through that press that he would have started going there right away. Todd played it super smart, made fantastic adjustments, and took that away. But you could see in certain situations where Irakli would be out here, risk kind of taken from Todd, that he was still trying to dig and roll out so much. I don't know why he didn't just start undercutting, like because he just proved that there was a lane there. But Todd, fantastic win, the man himself. Catch up in the chat for you guys take off too far. You guys are all going to DF. It's all anti-Devon and Devon defenders, anti-Devon people and Devon defenders. Oh God, you can't fall for this. It's all Devon. Roy seems to only watch one match, only Devon's, nothing else. Thanks for being you. Makeup. Never stop pulling. Says Gennady should have been fouled out every round on his shoulders alone. Yeah, Gennady's shoulders were wildly crooked. And Andy, the whole time he was bitching at Devon about straightening up his shoulders, but Gennady's shoulders were completely sideways. He's like, shoulder, Shoulder. That was pretty like blatantly obvious. And once Devon realized he was stronger than Gennady, then he stopped really going for the shoulder line anyway. You can see once that first ready go happened, that and Devon got to really feel out Gennady's strength, everything switched. His whole approach, he stopped looking for cheating, looking for advantages as much, everything like that, because he had way more confidence in his strength. Cognave says you could easily be number one arm wrestler because your birthday. Oh, thank you. Durr says Devon has lost 3 matches to the East vs. West King Table Promotion since 2021. He fouled out of 1 match, Gennady, I believe. But yeah, they're against him. It's illusion, and the stands are crazy. Dang. Kevin says next event will be awesome. Devon versus Vitali and Hermes versus Levon in the same event. That would be badass. David Simpson says Devon's shoulders are square. He was fouled when he shouldn't have been in this particular match. Gennady complained more, fouled more, and was actually hitting Devon. Oh yeah, didn't he like push him or something on the shoulder? USS Liberty says, "Where's our friend Tim Bresnan?" I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Tim or about Tim in a while. Not too sure. Thomas says, "Big man, what I've seen, you need to work with Uncle Todd. Todd Hutchings or Michael Todd? I'll bet my life and my $1 million plus junkyard on Devon versus Hermes next match. Just never stop pulling." Okay. I mean, the thing about that is that Hermes, his choice, I think, at this stage is just to get like a lot stronger, but he'll continue to do the same move. He's been doing the same move his pretty much his entire career. Not that he doesn't make adjustments within his move, he does, but he doesn't completely swap up his styles. I don't see Hermes shooting for a hook and things like that. Although, you know what? He did make a bit of a difference for the Michael Todd match. I mean, he was training pressing a little bit. So maybe. But Devon is more versatile, and he's getting stronger center table again. And he was already too strong for Hermes center table, and now he was too strong for Gennady center table. So I would favor Devon pretty heavily in an Hermes and Devon rematch. But Hermes is younger, you know, and then there's other influences that could maybe change it potentially. Durr says Tadzilla is the king. Nelda says, Derek, do you see Bacho, or you think you could get past that hand and beat him, or would you try to flop? I definitely would not try to flop. Flopping's never my go-to for sure. Derek, why does Devon need to so desperately get advantages in the setup? Can't he win fair and square? Everybody goes for advantages in the setup. It's just a lot of the European arm wrestlers were raised in a WAF system, which is super strict reffing, right? So they're used to going for small advantages, but not all of them. I mean, Vitali trying to get his arm vertical, it's him going for an advantage. Like, you know, people supinating in so you can't get them. Everybody goes for advantages. Devon knows the advantages better, focuses on the advantages, and fights more tooth and nail for him. But there's not a single arm wrestler that doesn't go for his advantage on the table. That doesn't exist. So, no, he's just trying to get as much as he can. Like this little trick gives him 1% strength advantage. This one gives him 2%. He's trying to get all the little 1s and 2% that he can, that hopefully they equal up to a big enough boost where it'll set him aside from his opponent. But once he realized he was just blatantly stronger than Gennady, then a lot of it switches up. That's the name of the game, man. That's why I like watching setups. Even though it's annoying and stuff, I like watching setups and seeing the games and seeing what they're trying to do to each other and how they're countering it. It's fun for me. I can see how it can be annoying, though, for newer arm wrestling fans and stuff like that. You just want to hurry get it over with. Who should replace Morzov for Devon left-hand match? Wait. Devon's next left-handed match? I don't know. Camille? I don't know. I think, yeah. What's Devon's most recent left-handed like track record that he has right now? Maybe Corey West. Reflex says, "Yo, what's up, you handsome devil?" You know, shoot, you know. Wing Zero says, "Hard to believe Derek is the same age as me. Whatever you doing, keep doing it. You look younger than your age." Thanks, man. Brad Butler says, "Do you have any tournaments or super matches coming up?" I have 2 super matches in talks. Nothing has been certified or set in stone yet. That's it. I haven't made any plans for any tournaments, and I have 2 super matches right-handed that haven't been solidified yet, but are kind of in talks. So I'm training, assuming some of those matches are going to go through. And I just want to be strong. I'm tired of being weak, so I'm training. We'll see if they come to fruition or not, because like I said, they haven't been finalized yet. Texas Process birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday, Mike. If I don't remember to message you tomorrow, everybody say happy birthday to Mike, Texas Prana, my boy. Let's see. Uncle Todd is Toddzilla. So, Linky, you said I need to go train with Toddzilla. I'm not against it. I don't arm wrestle like Todd, and I don't prioritize the same thing Todd prioritizes. But I definitely would be down to go stay with him for a month or two and really just put in work with him and see how it feels and see if if you show me some light I don't already see, maybe a different way of looking at things. Kevin says, Derek, who would you like to go against? Initially, right now, I'm not really looking to go outside of the United States and go compete internationally. Well, I mean, outside of North America and go compete internationally. Not right now. I mean, I lost to Matt and Morzov and Ravaz. I don't really count the Travis thing because that was stupid. It was left-handed, like a week notice. But yeah, I want to get some of those wins back. So I am interested in arm wrestling Austin Jaggers and Matt Mask again, right-handed. I want to get those back. I think I'll feel better about myself. Be able to sleep better at night if I get those wins back. So initially, there's that, and then I want to work up. I think I mentioned this to you guys a couple weeks ago. I want to work up to the point of challenging Dave Chafee. Not that I'm strong enough right now, but I think that's a goal of mine. Soon, within within a year, hopefully get to a point where I feel like I can challenge Dave or feel confident enough where I can, throw out a challenge against him. Not that I have no idea how it'll go. I've just always liked the idea of pulling Dave. I know you guys, anybody that's followed me knows I brought his name up a lot and stuff in the past. I just, stylistically, not a lot of people will let me kind of do what I want and get into a spot and get into wherever I want and then just like power right through me. And Dave kind of tends to let people do a lot of what they want. Not saying he's openly thinking, do whatever you want, but he's not very fast. I'm not very fast either. But I just makes me feel like if I get to a strength level, I might be able to tighten up well enough to maybe do something. I don't know, or maybe not. Most likely not, right? But I want to find out. So Dave's interesting to me. I really want to. I've always wanted to try to pull Dave. And honestly, even if I lose to Dave, but I can hang with him, I mean that speaks volumes. I don't want to really. I'm not too excited about going overseas and challenging the other guys on top until I feel like I can, in some form of strength level, at least give a match to Dave, right? Like if you want to, any of these super heavyweights here on this card that we're talking about right now, you have to be around as strong as Dave Chafee to even get at any of these guys, right? Somewhere in the realm of Dave. I'm not saying stronger than, but somewhere in that realm. Although, did Devon ever really prove that he was as strong as Dave Chafee? When's the last time Devon met Dave center table? Every time Devon and Dave pulled, did Devon Kings move every time? I'm really asking that. I'm not assuming. I feel like he did. Didn't he Kings move every time he went against Dave? Dave would win center table and Devon would Kings move, right? So when's the last time Devon fought Dave center table and held his own? I don't know if he has, right? Has Dave's pulled through Devon every time? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. So I guess Devon would be an instance where maybe you're not as strong as Dave Chafee, but you could go. But I don't know. Right now, that would be interesting. Right, that would be interesting right now to see if Devon could hold center table right now against Dave Chafee. Devon being, I don't know what shape Dave's in right now, but Devon worked his ass off to be able to meet Gennady center table. And he told me he was going to do it. When we talked, I was telling you guys, I talked to Devon like a week before the match. He told me, I was like, you're going to go try to meet Gennady center table? And he said, yep, that's the plan. So he went for it. That was the game plan the whole time. That's why he got so big and thick and strong. He had to have all the necessary muscles to be able to meet Gennady center and not be forced into a King's move. So worked. That would be interesting, though. I'd be really interested right now, especially if Devon, somehow committed to not Kings moving, to see Devon and Dave. Or did he beat? Anyway, I'm off topic. Let me catch up with the chat. We'll get back into this. Everybody's saying happy early birthday. I think Devon is anti-Hermes, even if Hermes is stronger. Yada, yada, yada. GB19. I think Hermes and Devon showed that Mounts Michael Vitali Gennady are lower level now, but it doesn't necessarily Devon stepped up in terms of strength. Devon definitely stepped up in terms of strength. GB19. You crazy. Cognitive says, tendai, lost a lot of strength because that botched bicep reattachment. The bicep looks to be attached way too high. Hermes denied the Devon match. Oh, USS Liberty, never forget. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anything that's below, I think it's $5. It doesn't notify me until I get there in the chat and I see it, but it doesn't like give me a notification. Sorry that took forever. Probably. That's a lot. You have a long name, so I'm just going to call you USS Liberty. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. And he says, get a match at Arm Gods already. Oh, Arm Gods, huh? Apparently, I'll get banned from World Series of Arm Wrestling if I have a match at Arm. Yeah, I haven't talked to any of the Arm Gods guys in a while. Oh, I was interested in pulling Mindaugas Dolskis. I think Mindaugas is amazing. That'd be a fun match. I hadn't really thought about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really against anything. Definitely in the it could be in the cards for sure. Either way, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Drew says, which attributed Hermes losing so easily versus Mask and WL? Good example. Ajay says, hey Derek, when will you train with Brian Shaw again? His teammates want to get me out there, Wes Bjornson and Saray. They mentioned getting me out there to practice, but we haven't set on a date or anything like that. And it costs money and all the flights and calling off work. It's a whole thing. So but I definitely know that they're interested. I'm interested, but I don't know the date. But it might happen. Power Nick, what up, man? Hermes didn't want that lefty match. Kevin says everyone wants an advantage. It's not WF. Thanks, Derek. Artem out for a year. He lost to Camille. Jen says any new matches in sight, Derek? I think I answered that. He defeated Leonidas. Oh, okay. Ajay says, what do you think of a fight between Devon versus Alajon? No. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, Ajay. No. Like even Devon knows. I don't. I think if you mention the word Alajon Devon, he's like, Hermes denied Devon because he's a bigger fish to fry. Richard Jennings, what up, man? When Derek Shaves looks 28, Neil's index finger says it's time to pull a Chance, bro. I think that's the number one match everyone wants to see. Chance is not even active right now at all. I can tell you stayed away from drugs and heavy partying. I know people our age who look 50 because party use too much partying. Yeah, I don't honestly, guys, like drinking, even now, and I'm 39, once every like 5 or 6 months, maybe. I hate being hungover. I don't know. There's not a lot that comes out of it. It needs to be like a special event, like, okay, a big birthday outing or a special event, and then I'll drink. But I don't have any hard stance against it. I'd rather have iced tea or water, soda, something. I don't know. Jared, what up, dude? Let's see. Brad says, good to hear about super match plans. Always pulling for you. Looking forward to your next match. Thank you, Brad. Jared's, I'm back. Legend of Nelda. Any communication with Brian Shaw lately? No, there has not been. I didn't get the notification that says DL. What up, DL? You were at the Ghost House recently. Did you pull with John? Yes, I did. GB19. Linky Slinky says, Thomas said you should train with Todd, not me. Oh, I was just saying Uncle Todd was Todd's. Gotcha. Matt's better now, though. Rough. Jaggers first for show, says Drew. How are your workouts, says Jared. Workouts are going good. Progressing slow. Like I said, I had got the testosterone pellets a few months ago. I need to start looking into when I got to go get those done again. But yeah, so testosterone's up, feeling good, eating and trying to eat more and more. So yeah, and then right now it's still like I said, 12 days. I've been 12 days consistent, haven't missed a single day that I was supposed to work out and didn't work out that day. That has not happened in 12 days. So I mean, I'm excited about that. I know it's not a big deal. It's baby steps. But for me, in terms of getting a schedule, getting a rhythm, that's important, really important to me, and getting used to going to the gym every day. So I feel like I'm getting back to that, where it's just like kind of common sense. I have to go to the gym today. Like, at what point am I going? What time? Where am I going? But I'm going no matter what. And if you would ask me that 3 months ago, oh no, I'm chilling, playing video games, hanging out with DF and the boys. We're gonna be gaming tonight. So right now, it's definitely I'm going to the gym every day. Just which, where, when, how am I getting there? But I'm going. So I like that. And then we'll start tightening things up even more and more. We'll start tightening up nutrition. We'll start tightening up sleep. We'll start tightening up hydration. We'll start tightening up. I mean, and it's not absolutely atrocious, but it can all be tightened up more, you know. But the workouts have been good. It's a lot of, I'm doing more full range stuff because I'm trying to build some more muscle mass. And then I'm going to start getting into more heavy partials and statics and things like that and try to iron it out and get stronger. I'm just trying to build general muscle mass right now. So it's more like hypertrophy kind of for me. 8 to 10 reps, more sets. It's a little more hypertrophy based for me right now. Speaking of Austin Jaggers, what happened to that thing when he got arrested with certain something can't be spoken of on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know all the details. I know he's not in prison. But I really don't know the ins and outs of it. DF says, you and Dave would be awesome. Prime Dave was a monster. Yes, he was. Cole says, have you practiced with Dave before? I have not. Brad Butler says, you versus Austin Jaggers or Matt Master matches would be awesome. I like the Dave match first. No, I'd want to do the Dave match after, for sure. It needs to be absolute peak, never before seen form of Derek that would be try to have a match with Dave. It would not be this Derek. It would not be the Derek that faced Matt or Austin. It would be one more level up. Would you ever go to Canada and train with Devon? Yeah, he's invited me 1,000 times. Finding time off, finding money for the flight, and things like that. And then also, Devon arm wrestles a lot. I can't arm wrestle, especially if I'm pulling with Devon. I can't arm wrestle 2, 3, 4 days in a row. No way. So structuring it, like how would I benefit the most off it? That's always been one of the things that held me back from going. Is like, okay, I'm out there, and do left hand today and right hand tomorrow? That's 2 days of pulling, maybe. Like I don't know how I would structure it to be able to hang. Yeah, I won't be able to arm wrestle that much with Devon. Are you going to be involved next East or West? They have not contacted me or let me know they want me to be involved. Neil's index finger says, Matt's a high bar. I would get a match or two under your belt before you're challenging Matt. Nelda says, don't forget about Corey West and Chance Shaw, your NA rivals who I never arm wrestled. DC Gaming says, last time Devon and Dave went at it, Devon did everything to Dave like 2 years ago. Did he? Am I tripping? Did he? He like fresh. He went to Dave's center table, or was it after he Kings moved Dave? And I'm not being sarcastic. I really don't remember. I thought Devon hooked him once. Did he? No, Devon destroyed Dave's center table 2023 King of the Dome. Did he? Okay, maybe he did. Maybe I'm forgetting. I'm just picturing the old WAL matches. Last year, both Devon owned Dave and Everett. Gotcha. Let's let me handle them easy. Derek, what percentage of your previous peak training weight amounts are you now 85%? Off the top of my head, without looking at like my notes and all that stuff. So my Smith curls that I like to do, the palm up ones, I got up to one. I think on my YouTube channel is me doing 115s for 6. I think is where is my best. And right now, I think I'm at 90s for 6. So for that one specific muscle and lift, whatever that drop off is there, flat bench, got up to 405 for 3 was my best ever. Right now, and I was doing 315 for 15. Right now I'm at 315 for 6. So those are just some small measurements. The wrist, I know the wrist hasn't gone too far. The cupping and pronation and rising, that is not that big of a drop off because that doesn't disappear very fast. But the big muscle groups, when you stop lifting for months, especially with no testosterone, 0 testosterone and 0 lifting weights for 5 months. Yeah. So the big muscles took a heavy hit, but we're going back, steady as she goes. He hooked Dave around 1, still hurt Dave. I don't think he Kings moved every time. Gotcha. He Kings moved, then Dave fouled out. After that, Devon hooked him and Dave pinned him. And okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm more interested in the round 1 only because Dave will burn himself out round 1 trying to press through a Kings move and do all things. Then if he's dead, then Devon hooked him. It's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Yeah, Procrastinator says, I think you forgot the last match. Totally possible, guys. I am not infallible. I do mess up. I have a horrible memory. MC, are you overestimating yourself or underestimating Dave? He seems to be back in great shape, maybe top 10. Neither. Potentially underestimating Dave, I guess. Well, I'm more going based off the last matches I've seen with him. And being realistic about where I feel my strength levels were at. Especially if I past my previous best, I would be interested in pulling with Dave. I don't know. But potentially, if the last matches and stuff, this Dave we have right now is more healthy and past that level, then potentially I could be underestimating Dave. But I definitely don't believe I'm overestimating myself. I'm pretty realistic with where I stand and where I can hang and bang with who. I mean, how often do you guys hear me say I'm for sure stronger than this guy or that guy, or like never? Kevin says Prime Dave would win center. However, in the recent match, he got destroyed. Cognitive says Devon needs to face Levon and King of Table. He was able to get the rules to allow King's move. He would look a lot better. Devon needs to face. Oh, never mind. Here, put that. Cowbell greetings. Reflex says look up Austin Jagger's mugshot arrested. Pretty sure something will pop up. Oh, all right. Dave's neck has been hurt a long time. Besides that, anything else? Wing Zero. Oh. Oh. Did you guys jump? You jumped on me. Oh, there we go. I almost caught up, guys. I'm almost there. Sorry. He couldn't really train until most recent. He had in Orlando. Says he's feeling somewhat normal again. Dulcis would be a good match. Everyone is always asking about Jagger's ordeal. I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy to find. Having a hurt neck affects training. Having a hurt neck, which affects training, isn't injured? Question mark. Let's see. You guys still talking about the Austin Jaggers thing? You need to train with the Georgians for 6 months. That would be crazy. Sadly, I have a daughter, and I'm not leaving my daughter for 6 months to go train in Georgia. Devon was weaker then versus now. Yes, he was. So to know if you would have anything for this no neck Devon now in any version. Devon was on his crazy run before Levon. He was pretty good. I was saying Dave was hurt for that one, which probably explains why Devon did whatever he wanted. Nelda says, how did John feel on the table? Who was stronger between you two? So, okay, blatantly honest with you guys. We went there, and like I said, I haven't missed a day in the gym. So I'm lifting every single day leading into John's house, right? I'm still sore from the day before, and I go to pull with John. So keep that in mind, right? And I'm just getting back in shape. Just keep these things in mind. We probably did 7 little pulling sessions, and each session would be about 2 to 3, actually, like, get into it, red in the face, whatever. John beat me, or was pretty dominant with me. Well, not dominant. So he was definitely shaking red and everything like that every time he pulled. But he got the better of me for the first 5 times. I would say 5 times. But I had to remember how to pull John. Because one thing you don't want to do with John, I've talked about this on my streams before, is you never want to be holding on to John. That's a bad idea. That's bad. John's pronation is like hydraulic still. So even with their last match with Devon and John, Devon at no point wants to hold on to John anywhere near when he's fresh. Like nobody, you don't hold on to John. It's a bad idea. But when we were starting, John, we did no strap pulling, and John usually starts, get a grip. So it's pretty supinated. It's almost like a hook grip. All right, here we go. And we start there, and I'm holding on and trying to cup through John's wrist. Like slowly, we're going into a hook, and we're sitting center table for a second, and then he'd pull me over. By like the 5th time, though, I was like, wait, hold on. I remember you don't hold on to John Brzezinski. So I was like, straighten that wrist out. We got here, and then I remember, guys, I normally do a high hook, so it's up and to the side. So then I straightened him out, and I went up, and John went, and I felt his shoulder start popping, and it scared the shit out of me because I could feel it cracking. And he's like, "Ooh!" and it let down. And he said, "Yep, that's pretty much the end of that." So once I got his wrist flat and started posting, then I could. But that was later in the practice. I don't know what that means. But for the first 5, we would have wars with John coming out on top. That's what really happened. Which I'm not too mad about. I just told you guys how much weaker I got since I stopped working out and being sore and all that stuff. Whew. I'm not mad about that. I mean, I prefer to just be a monster and just destroying John, but no. I was happy with that. I started training chest. I'm doing overhead press because I don't have anywhere to set my bench up. Why not injectable testosterone? Because I don't do anything. You get the pellet one time, it takes 30 minutes to get the pellet surgery, and you're done. That's it. I don't have to do it for 4 months. I don't touch anything. You versus Krill, good match right now. I have no idea where Krill's at. In terms of strength, like in terms of gauging his strength. AJ said, catch me up what I missed. A lot. Rewind. Cognitive says, bro went to Brian Shaw's house and didn't learn anything about pancake diets. I didn't know pellets was a real thing, LMO. I thought you were joking. It says DL. No, it's real. Look it up. testosterone pellets. Devon didn't even King's move once except to meme at the end. Brian lost 100 pounds. Devon found it. That's pretty good. Do you think a current Mask or Jaggers would have a chance against current Dave Chafee? I just feel like Dave isn't what he used to be. I don't know where current Dave's at. I want to say no, but I don't know where current Dave's at. I don't think stylistically, at some point they have to go sideways. And I don't think they go side through Dave. I don't think so, but anything's possible. Is Chan Shaw okay? Long time no see. Yeah, he's just focusing on his family, having a kid, all that stuff. Dave says he's better the last 8 months than he was for about 2 years. Oh, that's fantastic to hear. I hope that's the case. Chan's about to have a baby, or they already have it. They have not had it yet. What do you think about Brian's custom pulley machine? I don't know if I've seen his most recent one. Oh, the one where they like crank the thing and it moves, opens the guy's arm up. I guess for a crazy heavy negative. I guess that's good. Derek, can't say anything wrong about Devon. They will cancel you. Devon's my friend. And none of my opinions on Devon's matches has anything to do with my relationship with Devon as a friend. And I believe Devon is mature enough to understand that. I don't think he would get it all misconstrued. Plus, if I had a problem with Devon, I would just call him or message him and we would talk it out, which I've done. And so we're cool. So I just try to be very neutral and speak about what I see and what I think in terms of arm wrestling. That's it. But yeah, I'm cheering for Devon. Devon's my boy. I want to see Devon win. I want to see Devon do amazing for sure. Derek's, in a few months, you would be sure you can beat me. Yes, true. John Durs says John will have his hands full versus Yoshi. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Anti-veganism, Daniel Prokopchuk versus Derek Smith. Daniel will kill you. How? Let's see, but I can't wait to hear Travis. Oh, say you can see. Bacho versus John right now, says Nelda. I don't know. Like, if you hold on to John, it's a lot. Right? So I'm not exactly sure. When's the next time we will see you compete East versus West? I would say at the earliest. So say everything goes well. Say I win all of my matches and the people I'd like to pull against and everything goes well. Then at the earliest, as of right now, the plans I have right now, when I'm planning out in my head, as the earliest would be like a year competing. So, yeah. Nella says, you still with Bridget? Yes. DC Gaming says, your Discord popping off. I know, right? Drew says, someone please stop messaging Derek in Discord. Because Discord sounds heavy paranoid. My bad. Low budget life's the same. Can the pellets be inserted with the airsoft? No, sadly not. I don't know how to mute it right now. Let me see. How do I? Wait. How do I mute this server? No, I can't mute. Where did I mute it at? Oh wait, is that it? Notification settings. Mute channel. All right, muted. See how fast I am? Okay, so back to the East versus West. Talked about Todd Narockley. After that was Alex Kurdecha and David Dadikian, and that was left-handed, I believe. So I think that this was more a testament to how strong David Dadikian is left-handed than any kind of knock on Kurdecha left-handed. We already saw Kurdecha went why is it still notifying me? That's the same channel again. What are we even doing? Okay, so I know I muted the channel, not the server. Oh my gosh. Notification settings. Nothing. Done. Oh, mute FJBs. There we go. Done. Oh, okay. All muted. Sorry. So we saw Alex Kurdecha go against Morozov left-handed. Now, I know the score would end up being 3-0, but anybody that had any sense that watched that match knows that match was a banger. That match was insane when Morozov and Kurdecha pulled left-handed, right? So that showed that Kurdecha was like not far behind Morozov, like right there, right? It was such an awesome match. One of my favorite super heavyweight matches within the last like 10 years, right? In terms of back and forth and showing versatility and everything. So you got to think Kurdecha's been training. Now, when Morozov had a match with Dadikian left-handed, back in, I believe the match was in, where was it? Was it King of the Table? Or was it before? I can't remember. But I know they had a match, and I think it was King of the Table. I think it was in Dubai. And Dadakian was definitely stronger in a hook and was pulling Morozov across the table, and Morozov had to roll out and got crazy, and Morozov barely found a way to get a win. And that one was a while ago, though. And so Dadakian is insane left-handed, and I think that just shows that he's been working even harder. I don't think Kardeccia has fallen off. We always knew Dadakian was right up there with Morozov and all them. And so I don't people are hating on Alex big time. I don't see this as an anti-Alex thing. I just think I attribute this to Dadakian being amazing more than Alex sucking, right? Derek versus Brad Grundy wins as DL. I don't know. I haven't really talked to Brad. Let's see. Roy says East vs. West Bank apparently closed at $1.5 million revenue, pay-per-view, door, and merchandise. What do you think of that, Derek? Wait, so East vs. West made bank. Apparently close to $1.5 million in revenue. I wonder what they charged at the door. It was in Georgia, and they said they doubled. If I read this correctly, they said they doubled the biggest attendance previous. They had 2,000 people in the stands, which is crazy, which is amazing. And that with the pay-per-view and merchandise, that's great. That's great. I wonder how much they spend on each event. There was 11 matches this event, and like I said, I haven't had a match in a while, guys. I don't know what they're paying the guys. I don't know if it's gone up or anything like that. I haven't had those conversations with people. But yeah, I'm hopefully if they're smart with this, if they're smart, and I believe they are. I think Robert Baxter, Engen, the whole team for East vs. West, I believe they're smart. If you pay the athletes, edify them, build them up, put them on a pedestal, that is one of the biggest things you can do for our sport. One of the biggest. Now, there's other things that we can do that help grow the sport, but even though Devon would never do this, I know, but getting Devon, getting Levon, getting Hermes, the top guys who all eyes are on, getting them to drive a sports car, something nice, live in a nice house, show off how much money they're making from arm wrestling is such a good thing for the sport. When a kid finds out about arm wrestling, which is the other big thing we have to do, make sure they find out about it. But when they are deciding what they want to do, and they see LeBron James, and they see him making millions, and they see arm wrestlers who can't afford to go to a tournament, and that's the number one guy in the world, like easy choice, right? That's a big influencer on who's going to get into this sport. The top needs to make money. Like, I'm all about them making money, man. And I mean, hopefully one day I'm them, and hopefully I'm making money. But that's not even it. It's that this sport that we want to grow, those dudes have to be crushing it. They have to be crushing it. And so if the league is making enough money to help those guys get to that spot, and I hope they hire social media, influencers to help promote their brand and everything like that, get them balling out so that people decide to become arm wrestlers instead of blank. Right. Then also even more carryover from ex-NFL players and ex-wrestlers and all this stuff getting into arm wrestling because, I can still make money and just use my elbows. We'll get more of that. Right. They think there's actually money in this. So I hope to God that there is that much money at East vs. West. And I hope a lot of it, as much as they can, goes to the athletes. Roy says based on the number of pay-per-views sold and tickets sold at the door plus estimated merchandise. Murphy says, Roy, if that was the case, explain why they threw Devon to the door, didn't need his channel for press conference or anything else, already brought enough eyes to the sport. Ooh, ads are around 1.5 million. It seems Kardeccia getting heavier is not beneficial for him. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's a knock on Kardeccia. I think Dadakian is just amazing. Clerks, what up? DL says, what happened to Corey West? He disappeared worse than Derek did. Hey, whoa, DL. The hate? I might have to have DF take care of DL. Just saying. Todd Clausa, there he is, my guy. Murphy says, brother, stop leaving Devon antics. They didn't do any of that. Is Brad Grundy still number 2 in Florida? I believe so. Patrick Murphy, Derek versus Bacho, when? Never. He's not a super heavyweight. He lives in Georgia. Like I just said, I don't. Like I say never, but not anytime soon. Roy said, still going over the money. Logia, what up, man? GB19 says Devon will win number 3 in East vs. West Toronto. Canada would be most insane. Keanu, keep up the live streams. Thanks. I'm gonna try. DF says 90 in here. Like and sub. What are we at? We are at 90 people, 38 likes. You guys, if you can click the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. Appreciate the love. But you guys click that. That would mean a lot. It would mean so much to me if you guys can click the thumbs up button. Thank you. Oh, we're up to 40. Thanks. Do you want to try the 3.5 tonight? It's been a couple weeks. I've been working on my grip somewhat. I mean, I'm doing the same grip workout I always did, and that got me to a 3.5. So I wonder if I'm any closer this time. Let's see. Where are we at? Did Engen or anyone from East or West release pay-per-view sales where you guys are getting the 50K pay-per-views from? Ooh, I don't know. Penguin says, Derek, what do you think of the meme going around that Dan Prokopchuk can beat you? I don't really care. It's just someone hates me trying to spur up people to talk crap about me. Whatever. I don't care. I could care less about online haters. James M said there's no money in arm wrestling. I mean, there's some, but not much. Low budget says something sucks. Roy, 1.5 million revenue doesn't mean 1.5 million profit. Ooh, true. Say the word. DL says, I tried to lead it before you read it. Hashtag two-faced. Jen says, Corey West just had a match against Tobias Sparong. Yeah. Tobias won that pretty dominantly, right? If I remember correctly. Tobias won. Patrick says, you don't think Bacho can give you a hard match? No, I'm not denying Bacho being amazing. I'm not saying any of these matches would be even easy, even against Daniel Prokopchuk. Realistically, Bacho and Reno and Cedrus would be a tough match for Derek, says Penguins. Bacho, Reno, and Cedrus. Those are all fantastic arm wrestlers. Yeah. I don't care about people that aren't super heavyweights. And not to say that I for sure beat them, but I'm saying like I don't care. I didn't care about chasing down Matt beforehand. Now I care about chasing down Matt because he beat me and to get that win back. But other than that, I don't, unless there's true super heavyweights, it doesn't really hold my interest. I try to stay with my weight class. So I don't even look at anybody that's not a super heavyweight in terms of, can I beat that guy? I don't know. I'll assume that, when I'm full prepped and ready, yes, I beat those guys. I'm going to assume that the super heavyweight will beat the lighter guys. And those guys are amazing. But that doesn't mean for sure it happens. What is the title Nerdy Stuff about? Well, we can get into that if I can finish my way working through this, but the chat's been popping off. And I think Tobias won 3-1. Okay, Mystery Man says Tobias won, but it seemed like if Corey could get to the straps, he could have won. DL says, I sleep good night knowing Derek could beat Ryan Bones King's move. And Murphy says, Patrick Murphy, yes, I just hope it goes away. It's not going to happen. Okay. So after that was on the list here is Devon and Gennady, which we already kind of talked about. I think that Devon showed up ready to fight center table. I mean, I know that, and it proved fruitful. The beginning, Devon was trying to get for all the advantages that he could. Once he realized he was stronger than Gennady, then he calmed down a lot and ended up just blatantly being stronger than Gennady on all over the table, pretty much everywhere. So he didn't need to outgame him so much because he realized he was way stronger than Gennady. Now, remember, this is my dream match, and I'm a huge Gennady Thickfinian fan. But it is what it is. Devon was stronger than Gennady. So last time, Gennady was stronger in more places than Devon was. This time, Devon was stronger. For whatever reason. Like, I don't know. They said Gennady was hurt before. I don't know if that was it. I don't know what the reasoning is. But you could see, if you have ever watched an arm wrestling match, you could see that Devon was stronger than Gennady. Just pretty significantly. Kalinachenko versus what's his name? Brain fart. Kalinachenko versus what's the oh my gosh. Why am I having this brain fart right now? So in chat, help me. Logia, you're my guy. Versus it's gonna come to me any second. Lamparelli, Frank Lamparelli. Jeez, dude. Why am I so slow right now? Kalinachenko, I think that was a bad matchup. Right away, I told John when we were watching, I go, Kalinachenko has a flop press, and he has a general high side pressure move with high wristed. I think he's a bad matchup for Lamparelli. And Kalinachenko ended up winning that. I don't know what I predicted on my channel, though. I can't remember who I predicted to win. I don't know. I can't remember who I predicted when I was talking to you guys, but I know when I was talking to John when the match was about to start, I said I think Kalinachenko is a bad matchup. Betkili Oniani versus Oleg Petrenko. Petrenko won that, right? Damn it. Petrenko won that 3. Why do I think Petrenko won 3-0? Is that right? Did Oleg win 3-0? Derek, do you think you would have anything for Tobias Righty? When I'm in good shape, yeah. Nelda says, or a good super heavyweight match would be Arif, or is he too highly ranked right now? Arif or Tem, I don't know where he's ranked right now. Arif's amazing. Derek, what's your favorite energy drink? The one I drink most commonly is the Red Rock Star. I don't know why. I just like the flavor. I don't know. Derek, what's your? Oh, sorry. Derek versus Rijkaard. Dude, that kid is amazing. I have no idea what to even think about him. I would love to pull him. I'll say that much. You guys, for all the people trying to goad me into like predicting that I would destroy this person or that person, I don't know if you guys are new to the channel, but I don't really do that. Do you think Devon could beat Morozov and or Vitali on left? Well, right now he could beat Morozov left-handed. Maybe that match tomorrow. No. I think Vitali beats Devon both hands. I've said that for a while. I'd have Vitali as a favorite, even though Devon looks so good just now against Gennady. I believe Vitali would crush Devon left-handed. Absolutely crush him right now. And right-handed, I think Vitali wins. Now we'll see. We'll see if my opinion changes based on Devon, and if he starts showing me angles and things that I think would pose a real big threat to Vitali. But I favor Vitali over Devon. Not insanely though. If I had to put a percentage on it, I'd say 55-45 or 60-40. So not insanely, but I favor Vitali right-handed over Devon. I've said that for a while. I think that's one of the reasons Devon hasn't really harped on Vitali too much. He's like, he would be, besides Levon, he would be the biggest threat to Devon. Just how tall he is, how vertical, how hard he hits backwards and sideways. I don't know if Devon's King's move and wrist could hold up to that and it going fast and sideways. Current Devon controls center table, but current Devon, nobody hooks Vitali. That doesn't happen. So he's not going to land a hook and control Vitali. So he's still going to have to try to fight Vitali up top, and I don't think Devon has enough up top and sideways to fight with Vitali. Vitali being that much longer. Remember, guys, I measure, when I check my forearm length of Devon, it used to be the same, but right now mine is longer, like here, right? And me and Vitali's like this to me. So to Devon, Vitali's like this much longer than Devon, right? So he's going to be able to go way higher than Devon. And I think Vitali's getting thicker. I think he's going to have too much side. So, but not blatant like landslide victory, but I favor Vitali as of right now. That could change. Like I said, I always want Devon to win, although Vitali is my homie. That is my boy. Roy says Devon has no chance against Morozov. If Morozov's healed up, then yeah, no, Devon has no chance. Right now, left-handed. I don't think. Jeff, so what up, brother? What is going on? I get every match about Kadech's right. Casual says, do you think that'll be Levon versus Hermes the next East vs. West event? I hope so, but I'm not too sure. Logia says, Betkili versus Oleg was depressing me. I actually thought it was going to be a war, and I had Betkili winning. I gotcha. Did you settle on a nickname yet? The Redwood? No, I have not settled on a nickname. Broken Egg Grilled for that take. I know, right? Everybody gets mad if you don't predict Devon to win. What do you think of RVJ versus Saunders? Saunders was in control. And it was tested, wasn't it? I think they said that match was tested. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they said that match was tested. And their weight was close? Was it? Were they come in at the same weight? I can't remember the tail of the tape. I think they came in the same weight and tested, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. The RVJ and Saunders match. And Saunders was a step above. Let's see. I don't think Devon's current form Vitali has lain against Devon. So, but okay, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I want you guys to explain. Don't just say Devon am looking strong, Devon am beating Vitali. I want you to explain to me specifically how and where he beats Vitali. How, why, how, where? How does it look on the table? Right? Who's hooked Vitali ever? Who's set in a deep hook on Vitali? Nobody? Nobody. I don't think, right? I think there's an old video of Matyushenko maybe getting one in there. But pretty much, we'll just say nobody, right? Nobody sets a hook on Vitali. So you're not hooking him. Okay. So your options are flopping. Devon doesn't flop. Okay. The option is counter top rolling, the way Levon did to Vitali, or potentially kings moving, right? So it's either a counter top roll or a kings move. Those are the two options Devon has, right? Now, a counter top roll, do you think Devon has as much posting ability as Levon had? Now, his arms going to be longer than Levon's, but do you think he has the horsepower back here to as strong as Levon does? Even this current Devon? I don't think so. And then so that would leave a king's move. Maybe. That would be the chance. Now, either Vitali would go out into the side and he would compromise Devon's hand, and then Devon's king's move would get eaten up, the pronation would get eaten up, and it'd be too explosive. Or he would hit out of place and Devon would take his wrist, possible, and maybe Vitali isn't comfortable pressing through it. That's the only way I can see Devon beating Vitali right now. But if you're going to say Devon wins but not be able to explain it, I want to hear how you say Devon wins. That you think he beats him center table? You think he outposts and side pressures Vitali with a shorter arm and Vitali being up here? Explain it. Don't just say it happens. Make it make sense to me. And then I'll take your opinions into consideration. Roy says Devon on the left is not even in the top 10. Brickno says I'm talking about the right hand. Cognitive. Vitali lost wrist to Morozov. That's all I'm gonna say. I've always thought the same. Maybe 300-pound Devon makes a difference though. Maybe it's upcoming match Engen, which Devon been hinting on. I agree. Levon, Vitali, then Hermes in top 3 in order. Will you ever do the arm wrestling pulse again? Ryan's not really in it anymore right now. As of right now, last I heard, he was taking a break from arm wrestling and arm wrestling content stuff. So that was my guy. We were doing all the content together. Sadly, picking you Vitali under Burj Khalifa in Dubai is cool. Yeah, we spent some time together. Vitali's super funny. He doesn't speak like any English almost. Patrick Murphy says, I'm surprised you think he has no chance after that heated pull where he took Morozov's hand from a disadvantaged position. Morozov and Devon are wildly different arm wrestlers with different strengths and different angles. I hope Devon never loses again. These stands made me want to suck starter shotgun. I haven't heard that before, so sorry, that was funny to me. Murphy says, Roy, they announced that or just you? Hermes versus Levon will be in June. Okay. Derek, you can't reason with the Devon stands. Devon no neck. Drew says, Devon no neck, win it all. No one wins now versus Devon. Devon best ever, game over. Imagine Hermes versus Levon and Devon versus Vitali on one card. It'd be badass. Oh, and I'd love to see the match. Like I said, I don't think Vitali blatantly I think there's definitely places in there where Devon could squeak in. I just think there's more lanes for Vitali to win than for Devon. So I'd still like to see the match. Patrick Murphy said, and then we all want to see if Hermes can get a stop on Levon. Now, what I'm interested in, Hermes is a smart arm wrestler, guys. If you guys remember the match, the Hermes and Levon match, the reason that Hermes got stops on Levon is because Hermes tried to top roll in the straps, put so much pressure here that Levon had to really slow down to take Hermes' wrist. And when he did that, because Hermes tried to top roll and the top roll failed, then he tightened up and put the brakes on him. If he tries to just flop press, Levon's going to crush him every time. He had to do the attempted top roll, fail the top roll, then tighten up. He had to do those steps in that order to get that stop on Levon. So going into this next match, does Hermes be like, okay, Levon's going to take my wrist. Let's just try to just give it up. Because if he does that, I think he gets absolutely thrown across the damn table. It had to happen in those sequences. Because every time Hermes tried top roll, Levon would roll out, but Levon put so much into the hand that he took some off the arm, the strap of Hermes' strap, grabs onto Levon and stops him, and Hermes transitions, right? So it has to go through those steps, though. And so I'm just worried that Hermes would think past that. Oh, Levon's going to take my hand. Let me just try to embrace a flop press or something like that and really try to take the brunt of Levon hit right away, which would be a bad idea. Horrible idea. But I'm excited to watch it for sure. The only guy that's ever stopped him. Hopefully they have oxygen on standby, and hopefully Levon doesn't have to back out of the match right before he's about to get pinned. Nelda says Devon's pronation is enough to contain Vitali. It will look similar to Hermes versus Vitali. Pronation contain. Pronation's an offensive contain. Cup contain, pronation. So you're talking about like straps. He'll flatten out Vitali's wrist defensively. Is that what you're saying? Vitali got a problem press finish, so he might be a King's move angle. Like I said, yeah, could Jens, I agree, could be a King's move angle. Devon can beat Leden like he held back Hermes. I don't know. What do you mean? Devon will beat Vitali because Devon beat Hermes and Hermes beat Vitali? Oh, you're doing that connection thing? That's not how arm wrestling works, though, sadly. Hermes said negotiations almost 90% done between him and Levon for June. I know the June day is next to Monster Michael Todd. Loggy says Vitali will take the center, lose his wrist. It would be interesting if he can press efficiently. Oh, okay. I don't think anyone can eat Devon's pronation up. Levon couldn't last time. Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to eat up Devon's pronation. I think he's going to eat up Devon's cupping and then have Devon 2 opened up. And then from out here, he would target, I guess, roll and then target his pronation here at the end. I don't know if Devon's cup and hand and wrist can contain Vitali 6'9" ass posting and driving sideways. I don't think Devon can support that much outside. I don't think. Devon beat Dave Chafee easier than 2 times Vitali faced Dave. How do we know what Devon's or what Vitali's horsepower is? Yeah, it's just stylistic. You guys are naming people that are wildly different. They don't compare to each other. A low hand top roll shouldn't beat a King's move, but who knows? Depends. You got to take into account a low hand top roll, but with Vitali's 6'9" length of a low hand top roll, right? So it's not like a low angled low hand top roll. It's a super high angled low hand top roll. So it's still super tall. Vitali can beat Holy Warrior Michael Todd. But Devon's King's move isn't actually I don't know right now, but traditionally Devon's King's move isn't as hard of a stop as Michael Todd's King's move is. So I would think, but Devon's wrist is probably stronger than Michael Todd's. I don't know. I'd have to really think about the difference in King's moves between Michael Todd and Devon and how it would apply towards Vitali. Brick Note says Vitali loses every match, right-handed match, and moves up the rankings. Let's see. Biggest version of Vitali. Yes. Roy doesn't look too powerful. Devon comes in at 330 and a better hand. Devon wears him out with a 4-2 win. And a better hand. So you think Devon comes in at 330, he just like, what, does that to Vitali, which no one's ever done? Or does this and rolls Vitali out? So he tries to do what Levon did to Vitali the first time they pulled, basically. That could be the only thing that would make sense about what you're trying to say. I don't know. That would be hard. If he can do that, then the match would look super lopsided. If Devon can post against Vitali and hold center table, that'd be crazy. Maybe a 330-pound Devon could. But possible for sure. If Hermes didn't change to attempt press right away in round 3 and 4, Levon would have lost on fouls, maybe even pinned. Do you think Michael Todd losing proves there is no God? Stop it. Stop it. Devon's pronation 100% will contain Leden's hit. Ooh. Is Razink ready for Yoshi? He's not to get back in better shape. He's not ready like right now. I don't think. No, I mean when Devon went back in Hermes match and froze him out. Robin says, is Vitali technical enough to transition to a press against someone like Devon? I think Devon could hold him in an open arm top roll until Vitali gasses out, assuming we're talking about right hand, by the way. Yeah, Vitali's gone into presses. He flop press. He presses. It's not, he doesn't go there very quickly, but he's down to go there. Did you grip of Vitali at all just to get any kind of feel, the dimension on the table? Yes. Nothing super serious, but yes. Vitali and Levon both have the hands that can match Devon. Devon's hand is why he beat up on Hermes. Nelda says Devon doesn't need King's moves. His pronation and rise can contain Vitali. It's literally nothing to suggest otherwise, though I'd love to see Devon lose. Vitali having one of the strongest grips in the entire world and a way bigger hand and wrist than Devon gives you no reason to think that he would be able to control Devon's pronation. Interesting. Yeah, Vitali's low hand is the highest post in super heavyweight. It is. Bob Anderson said Vitali versus Devon is confirmed, right? I don't think so. Cole says I think Mike would beat Vitali. Would be a death match, though. It would be interesting. But I do think that Vitali would control Mike's wrist. If Vitali didn't control Mike's wrist, it would be really interesting. But I think he might control Mike's wrist. How did Hermes contain Vitali? Then Derek, Devon can do the same. So he's going to high angle defensive top roll. I haven't seen Devon do that in a long time. I don't know. This move isn't as pronation based as this and dropping your shoulder. This, being able to roll defensively and stay tight like Hermes does, requires a lot more brachialis and driving power. Now, maybe this heavier Devon, maybe he does get that power. But Devon, based his pronation on everything. He would bank on pronation, like staying static, failing, getting all the way to the point, bringing the shoulder in and rotating his hand. So he's pronating through his frame to stop people. That wasn't hammer curling ability, right? So Devon going negative and like counter top rolling Vitali, because Hermes did it, they're built wildly different. Not saying it's not impossible, but Devon hasn't gone to that situation, that angle in a while. Let's see. Robert Crane says, God is 100% real, you heathen. Oh, wow, we're getting into a God discussion. Vitali versus Devon endurance would be a problem if Vitali can't finish, which I don't think would happen. Lagia says, honestly, I think Michael beats Vitali. Okay. Senzu says, looking big, mate. Sorry. Who are you talking about? You talking about me? Just lean and mean. Okay. Vitali can't beat Mike's twisted arm pronation, God's will. And Robin says, Derek, if you had to put money down, are you betting money on Devon or Vitali in a best of 5 right-handed? I just said I favor Vitali in a best of 5 right-handed with Devon. 55, 45, 55%, 45%. So I would put money on Vitali. The match is tomorrow. Chuck Dude says, I'm not saying Devon been ducking Vitali, but I don't think them having never pulled is a coincidence. Who'd you pick for Devon versus Gennady? Who did I pick? I know I wanted Devon to win. I think I might have predicted Gennady. I think I said Gennady won last time, and he was the stronger guy over Devon. And so based on that, even though Gennady lost to Michael Todd, Devon and Mike are pretty different. But Devon showed that he got big enough, heavy enough, strong enough to control center table. So he's completely different arm wrestler by the time he faced Gennady this time. But if I only went based off what I saw from them previously, then I went off Gennady. But it was super close in my mind. I think I might even said 50-50. But I know I was like, Gennady won the last one, so all of a sudden we're going to assume Gennady's going to lose this one. But he had that injury. So it was a bit of a toss-up. But I know I thought it was really close. I think I might have said I think Gennady had the edge. I know Mike lost, but I would still like him pull Levon if he isn't ready in this post-match. Constipated Devon says, looking massively small. Is that even a thing? Derek, why are people calling Alex Cardecha the U of the East? Ooh, what a compliment. Wow. Congratulations, Alex. That must mean a lot. Might try to go to Hermes too fast. He should have been pulling at that level in another year best. And Brick Nose said, Vitali couldn't come to events for a long time with the war going on. Russians weren't even allowed. There we go. All right, and last match. Oh, was Vitali and Morozov. Oh, no. Daniel Prokopchik and Oleg Zok left-handed. Oleg was just way too much. Yeah. I was hoping and I was hyped, thinking that maybe Daniel and the straps could slow down Oleg and make it a war, because Daniel does like that kind of open, strapped up spot right there. But yeah, no, Oleg just had way too much hand and wrist and connection in his brachialis, and he couldn't make it connect. Daniel's still amazing. Daniel Prokopchik is ridiculous. And then Vitali and Morozov. From like I said, I missed the first 2 rounds of that because I had to get in the Uber and we were driving. But I went back and saw some stuff on it, and it's like Morozov, it looked like he was super comfortable in the first few rounds, like looking at the crowd. And then when something popped or tore, he's saying it happened in the first round, that it kind of switched. But I mean, trying to just think you're going to contain Vitali Letin slamming into you, I don't know. Like, I don't see it as like a, I guess, how do I word this? That's a testament to how strong Vitali is. Thinking you're just going to brick wall him and let Vitali just haul off onto you, yeah, something's probably going to tear. There's a good chance something's going to tear. So I don't know. I don't see it as like Vitali escaped with his, barely got that win. He doesn't deserve it. More like Vitali was an absolute monster, hitting super hard, and it tore something in Morozov's wrist or forearm. But I don't know. Morozov is amazing left-handed. But yeah, I mean, the dimensions of Vitali are just wild. Until you guys see him in person or measure up with him, it's hard to say. But yeah, I mean, congratulations to Vitali, number one left-handed in the world, man. Super awesome. Okay, 5:56. We only got like 4 more minutes, guys. Do you know Devon ranked number 2 East versus West? King Hollow, Ryan Bone is the only arm wrestler alive that can beat Levon. Justin, anybody think Kardeccia is slipping because he lost to Dedekin? Obviously know nothing about arm wrestling. Thank you, Justin. I agree. Cole says the thing I don't see Hermes winning against Mike without that incredible transition. I don't see that efficiency from Vitali. Thoughts on Oleg Zoke versus Vrej? Oleg wins. Vrej is amazing, but not. No, I don't know. I think Oleg goes right through Vrej's wrist. I think Ryan Bone looks Levon and stares into his soul and tells Devon, "Is your daddy?" Bean, hey, what up, man? Most don't know anything about arm wrestling. They wait for their savior to speak and repeat. Zero Numbers says, Minister Michael Todd just had a bad day against Hermes. He's not doing it for himself. It's about Christ. Robin says, yes, I actually think Mike could beat Vitali. Can Vitali really press or side pressure through Mike's King's move? I don't know. I'd be interested to see, but I think I'd favor Vitali, but I'd be interested to see if he doesn't, if he can't go through his hand, how he would get through his arm. 400-pound Devon thing? No way. And is he still doing the general fitness? Has he answered that in any of his lives, guys? Is Devon still doing the general fitness he was going to start doing with Auden? Or is he back to his normal lifts he was doing at his house? When will Brian Shaw be ready? For what? I agree, Robin. I think Devon, Mike, and Jerry all beat Vitali. Do you think Travis will ever seriously try to get back in arm wrestling? No. I think that his last attempt, had that gone successfully, I think he would have kept going with it. But I don't know. I mean, but then again, someone puts the right contract on the table. Travis will try, but I don't know if he ever gets back to where he was. Penguins, I think Devon would stonewall Vitali at center, to be honest. I hope you successfully finished the poop you were taking in the thumbnail, says Atlantis IRL. No, it's only halfway out, so I'm talking to you. Devon's going to crush Vitali. Long time no see, buddy. What up, Fish? What's going on, man? Saw your update. Haven't had a chance to respond to it. Read it all. Looked amazing. Congratulations. Good job with the kids, man. Sorry. Just been real busy. I will message you back, though, Matt. Penguin says, why is there so much Derek hate? It's because at the time that I got my wins, the world is thirsty for a new North American super heavyweight or someone to be messing with these top names. They're ready for it. These guys have been around forever. So everybody's waiting for the next guy to be that guy. When I beat Tim Bresnan, immediately I got overhyped. Ryan Bone immediately made a video. Is Derek the next Levon? Yes, this and this and this. I got onto the world rankings, all this stuff. So I got thrown heavily into heavy matches. Now, if you go back and watch, I never say anything like, oh, I'm going to beat him. I know I'm going to beat Morozov or Vaz and things like that. Obviously, I got destroyed. But the other videos of everybody's hype, all the Bowen hype and all the other people hyping me up saying I'm going to win that, they put my name up here. And realize none of this had to do with me. The whole time I'm being humble and saying I'm going to try my best. We'll see what happens. But these guys are saying Derek's going to win and Derek's the next coming of Levon and Jesus and this and that. And so everybody got mad at all those people saying that. And so then it just became this huge Derek hate thing. Never because of stuff I was saying or doing incorrectly, but just because other people put my name so big that when I lost, it became this trash Derek all the time thing. because at some point people were hyping my name up really high, and I lost, and so people want to chop. They're just mad that people were basically it's just haters. It's just they're hating that other people were giving me love and hyped up on me, so they're angry about it. Is what it is. Let's see. Where are we at? You talking anything to James English? Think he still arm wrestle and lives in LA, right? I don't think he's arm wrestling anymore, but I think he still lives out here. Yeah, but I haven't seen him since his match. I haven't seen him any practice or seen any arm wrestling stuff from him. How close to Travis were you, Derek? In terms of strength, it wasn't as far away as you guys as the match would show. Travis did his move excellent, but even Travis said like when we first gripped up, he was scared as shit. Like before we slipped and everything, when I was loading up with him, I felt really good. But Travis has his move dialed in so well. Okay. What if Devon wins first win in the Supers in over a year? Or was that Devon's first one? I don't know. Penguin, 7-pound Army is training his pronation like Devon and Holy Warrior Todd. King Huddle, what do you make of Levon versus Kirill debacle? It's so gimmicky. I'm speaking blatant. Like having those matches on there is really gimmicky. Just have Kirill present somebody with a trophy. Let us know he's there. That's cool. If you have Sylvester Stallone there, just put him in the front row, have him hand out a trophy. It's good. We don't need him to have a fake match with somebody. We don't need that. Okay. That being said, it's obviously a fake match. Levon went up there with a full tracksuit on, like a velour suit, and is laughing, and Kirill pins him. Levon is mad about that. Levon, stop, dude. Obviously, we all knew it wasn't real. Everybody knows who Kirill is. Everybody knows he wouldn't touch you, dude. Like, to be offended by that is – no one's counting it as like a loss on your record or you got pinned in your pro career, So, like, to have to make an apology video, Levon can't possibly be really offended by that. Yeah, to think it's dumb, and like the fact that they put a scoreboard up on there is kind of dumb. But it's so obvious that it was just a joke. But yeah, they should just have Kirill hand out a trophy or something. They don't need to have him have a fake match with Levon. I don't know why they do that. Michael Todd's converting to Islam in exchange for Levon match. Zero says, Derek, when are you going back to East or West? Any news from Engen? No, that's how I talked to Engen a couple weeks ago, but not about me competing. I think they trust that when I feel like I'm ready, I'll let them know. But I need to get some wins under my belts and stuff like that. I want to get some wind in my sails before I start making a stab back at East versus West. But that doesn't mean I won't get a random invite. That doesn't mean I won't get a random message about a King of the Table match versus Leonidas or Brian Shaw or something. I don't know. I can't predict whether that'll happen. But as of right now, my plans aren't to pursue that anytime soon. Derek, you got a lot of time. You're a monster. Thanks, Matt. Derek, you will save Earth from extraterrestrial armors. What? Derek, you were talking about pulling Vaughn back then. You were talking about pulling Vaughn. What do you mean, Penguins? Like, where I said I was going to beat Levon? Or I said I would like to work my way up to pull Levon, which is pretty normal thing for someone to say. Bricknose91 says, I feel like you're 3 years away from admitting defeat and becoming a Devon fan, just like how Travis said he's becoming less jealous after every dominant Devon performance. Bricknose, I'm the original Devon fan. I was a Devon fan before all of you guys, because I've probably been in the sport longer than almost all of you. I won't say everybody, but more than likely all of you. And I've been a Devon fan, the most diehard Devon fan for that majority of that time. So much such a Devon fan that I became close with Devon. I became friends with Devon, and I've been around for so long that I now see things back to normal and average. Crazy, right? There's phases to this. Vitali is ducking Levon, and Devon is ducking Vitali. The problem isn't that you don't want to commit to heavy. The problem is that you don't want to commit to heavy pancakes, Derek. If you juice to the max like everyone is doing, you'd be top 10. Not going to say you're wrong there, Zero. Not going to say you're wrong. But there's other things too. I'll tell you guys right now. I'll be straight up with you guys. The top two things, the top two reasons that Derek isn't at the level of those guys in that card. It's consistency and willingness to take what needs to be taken. Honestly, if we're being honest. So consistency in terms of not falling off the gym, staying consistent, consistently working, never having lulls, ups and downs, and then the decision to shave years off my life, allegedly. And I don't know that anybody, I'm not saying anybody takes that stuff for sure. I'm just allegedly. Making that decision is the two biggest things. I know that for sure. I don't wonder that or think that. I know for sure. But whatever. Everybody else on the internet knows more about me than I know. When are you gonna start Kings Moving? You know, it's funny. Devon just told me I should start Kings Moving. He was telling me that the other day. I've in practice, I've gotten there like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, God, it kind of hurts, man. It just feels weird. Okay. That's ridiculous. Kirill versus Leonidas would be good. Try 3.5, please, says DL. Leonidas is in top form. I don't know if you want that smoke. Left-handed or right-handed, Penguins? Right-handed, I'll smoke Leonidas. Left-handed? I don't know. I haven't seen Leonidas post arm wrestling content ever since Devon smacked him. Todd Claus says rematch against Austin Jaggers. Potentially. Okay. DL says, just so you know, I say some troll stuff, but I'm a diehard Derek fan. No. I'm the longest running fan. I just turned 40. I'm older. Let's see. How dare you, Drew? Penguin says 500 milligrams test, 600 milligrams EQ, 250 milligrams DECA per week is all you need. You, the truth, says Dave. Derek says, yeah, Devin took some years off with the last round of gear. DF is humble AF. Just ask him, says McGillicuddy. Okay. What are we at? What time is it? It's 6:07. I already went over the time. All right. It's really hot in my apartment. Okay. So I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm sweating. Seething with beer and testosterone. No. Definitely not that. Okay. We'll try one. Let's try a little grippies. We'll do a little bit of grippies. Why not? Okay, let's try the trainer real quick. Get a couple reps in here. Just a trainer. Guys, I don't know. Okay. Should we just go trainer straight to the Derek is my favorite California liberal? I'm not getting into that. You're not going to bait me into talking politics on my stream. Nope. Not doing it. All right. Okay. 3.5. Wait, there. You saw it. Come on. Focus. There it is. 3.5. Oh. Jeez, I closed this thing? Okay. That's it. Hat's coming off. All right. Oh, my God. I closed this? Why does it feel so difficult? Okay. Okay, you push the thumb up. Well, that's about right. Here we go. Come on. Let's see if I can make it close. No. I mean, I think it was closer than last time. I don't know if you guys heard my knuckles crack like a Pringles can just now. That was like, what? It's getting there. We'll get back to it. We're going to get back to closing it. All right. I'm not going to go over any more reps. That's fine. Learn my lesson. All right. Respect. 3.5. Respect. That's what's up. No comments on Ingen Fernsey, guys? Ingen Fernsey been hanging out? All right, guys. Why are you guys talking about politics? Stop it. I'm not getting into this. Not doing it. You're not going to trick me into it. Nope. Here. I'll tell you what. Though. All right, guys. All right. So I look weird with a hat on straight, huh? I haven't worn a hat straight since I was in 5th grade. I think I look weird. I think my head looks weird. That's why I never wear hats like this. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping it up. You guys, anybody have a YouTube channel on here? If you guys do, and you want DF or any of my moderators to post it, let me know. Yeah. Oh, I want to mention, do we still have people in here? We have 87 people still. You guys, I started online coaching again. Oh, I announced it on Reddit. I announced it on my Instagram. I didn't announce it on here. I forgot because I suck. But I'm doing online coaching, taking 2 people again. Last time I did this, the spots filled up pretty quick. But I'm going to be launching online coaching again. I'm going to take up to 2 clients. Yeah. Those of you guys that don't know how I do it, which I've explained before, though, it's very intrusive. We talk basically every day. You're going to send me videos of every lift, the final set of every lift you do in the gym. We're going to be critiquing all form. We're going to be doing very specific programming for you, where you're at in your career, what you're focusing on. Every time you practice, you're going to be setting up a tripod and live streaming it to me, like FaceTime. I'm going to be right there watching you practice. I'm an arm wrestling coach online. I do the whole thing. So because that takes up a ton of time. There you go. Matt Fish, one of my guys right there. Yeah, I love doing it, and I believe in myself, and I believe in my program. And Matt, I've even changed it somewhat. It's pretty much the same, but I've fine-tuned a lot of things and tweaked it. It's even better. So, yeah, I launched that again. I'll be taking up to 2 students or clients or whatever you want to call it. If you guys could share that with other people, I would appreciate that. And if you guys are interested, shoot me a message. Not gonna lie about the pricing, guys. I won't beat around the bush. It's $400 a month. It's a lot of money. It's a lot, but it's also a lot of time. A lot of time, a lot of talking, a lot of thinking, and all that stuff. So, yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know. And I will talk to you guys next Wednesday. Talk more about arm wrestling. We'll get more into nerdy stuff. We didn't get into it, but we've already gone over time. So, okay. Be out there. Be great. Tell someone you love them. 2 heads are better than 1. Can't see me. I don't. Whatever the sayings are. Whatever the kids are saying nowadays. Talk to you guys later. See you.